Well, just like last week, we're doing some more shopping. I hope that's okay. Welcome to the small Scape. Yeah, it's like we're gonna round up June doing a little bit more shopping. Well, I'm gonna show you what I saw at Petco. Now that's where we get our dog food from. So I just happen to have to go there every probably once a month, something like that. And there were 3 things that I saw that I absolutely had to share. One thing I just really made me proud as a fish keeper. The second thing was something that was just really kind of funny. I cannot believe it that they sell that now. And then the third thing was a tank that I kind of want. It's pretty cool. I've never seen it before. I don't know if you have, but I thought it was very fascinating. So let's start with, and then there was another, I think there were some tanks that I looked at too. So the first thing is that I saw, and I don't think I've noticed it before, but I'm really trying not to go by the betta area. You know, if I get another betta, which currently I don't have one. I am very sad about it because I always have a betta as a coworker. I lost my last betta a little while ago. I didn't really want to talk about it. But yeah, I don't go by that area because I would really prefer to get it from a reputable person. Like in our area, it's Prison Bettas. KG Tropicals no longer sells bettas. I would have totally gotten one from them. But I'd like to take my time getting another one. So I try not to go by the bettas. But the sign that they had there, I don't think I had ever noticed. And I was so proud of them for actually saying that bettas like little to no water flow, because that's a really great tip when somebody's walking in, maybe brand new to the fish keeping area, and they just don't know. So I thought that was very nice, and I think that stores and also suppliers that are manufacturing people, the you know, people selling stuff for fish, should note as much stuff as possible that can help fish keepers, especially brand new ones. So bravo to them. And then when I was over there, I was looking at a tank display because, you know, I always look at their little stacks of tanks. And I'm curious, what sizes are they showing? What does the package look like? Because it's always horrible. But there were some that were not too bad. They did have bettas pictured on 2.5 gallon tanks. I know a lot of us do feel that's a little on the small side, especially when it's not even like a landscape sort of tank. But they did have a 5 gallon that I thought was very reasonable. It was a nice looking tank, kind of had nice dimensions, very nice and clean looking, and it had a betta on there. I said, bravo. It cracks me up all the time that they have slightly larger tanks or that size tank with shrimp pictured. Like they're giving more room to shrimp than they are to a betta, whatever. But moving on, that's just a little side note. Then after I was proud of those two things, then I saw something that I couldn't believe. I was like, no kidding. As I was perusing this display, I believe it was for gifts that you can pick out for a fish keeper in your life, it was clothes, shirts. And so I said, oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm kind of rifling through, looking, and I see a saltwater fish, and then I see a lizard. It was a lizard or something, and another saltwater kind of scape. I looked and I looked. Nothing freshwater. No. That makes me so mad, especially when I go to Christmas ornaments. Just sidetracking really quick here. Christmas ornaments, you can always find saltwater fish, never can find freshwater. Gift givings, all this stuff, you can never find freshwater. Okay, when you look at a Petco or a PetSmart, generally speaking, do you think they have more freshwater or saltwater fish? Yes, they have more freshwater. To one display of saltwater fish that you can purchase, they have, let's see, mine has like 1, 2, 3, like 3 or 4 sides of freshwater fish to that one side, saltwater. So I don't understand why they're just pushing the saltwater merch. But it was funny because as I'm looking at this, I was like, shirts at the Petco, huh? There was a page over the intercom saying, line 1, clothing. At the Petco. I thought that was weird and funny. So I figured I would share. Now for the last item that I saw, it was actually an aquarium that was pretty darn cool. It caught my eye because I do like when it has kind of that angle on the top when you're looking at it. There's another tank that had that I would always kind of look at and just seemed very, very interesting to me. But the light is built into the lid. It is very seamless, and I thought, bravo. I thought it was an adorable little tank, nicely made. The lid kind of rested on with little black silicone, little jobbies on the outside. It fit nicely. Nice little space in the back. Drop some food in the back without having to lift the lid. But I thought it was a nicely designed tank. I'm curious, is this a brand new tank? Or have you all seen it before? I don't really know. But those were my very interesting items. And as we go into July, I will probably stop shopping. And I will be sprucing up some tanks that I have. I have very few tanks up and running. However, I'm getting the itch to not necessarily aquascape, like a big, because I have to save my energy for my big tank in the studio, whatever I'm gonna call it, which shall be unveiled pretty soon, maybe in the next 2-3 weeks, maybe. But I do have a few smaller tanks that I do have to kind of spruce up, clean up, which most of you have said, yes, you want to see the cleanup. Cool. And then just kind of like update it for summer. So that's what's coming up, and I'll see you next week.